Have deferred, and here we go from New Orleans. And Harris will take it on out from 5 yards deep. Makes a man miss up to the 25 and another. An exciting return. Got him 2 extra yards. He plays every position. He's a big factor for these Saints. And on first down, they will run it to Kamara. Alvin Kamara goes nowhere on first down.
He's very quick getting the ball out of his hands to his receivers.
Drew Brees going to sling it out to Kamara. Makes a cut and a good one. Up across the 30. Kamara should have a first down.
They want a chance to get to a stationary quarterback, but Brees frustrates you because the ball's gone quickly.
Brees going deep in a hurry, and the pass is bobbled and knocked away. Hill was fighting for it. Sherman, though, knocked it down, and it's second down.
He may have lost a step in speed, but he gains it in savvy.
Latavius Murray gets his first carry of the game and has a nice seam on the right side, and Murray works his way out to the 45-yard line. And Charles is in form. He's played well. Got some starts earlier in the year, number 41. On a 3rd and 2, Brees, quick trigger. Michael Thomas has the catch, and it's a first down. His league-leading 111th catch of the year, and another first down on the opening drive.
The man is amazing downfield.
On a first down, a fake. Taysom Hill's wide open. He'll get it. His first catch with room to run. It's Taysom Hill who's got a first down for New Orleans. We told you he'd be everywhere. We gave him the question mark. He's been a big factor in the receiving game. He's got 4 receiving touchdowns for New Orleans. And Brees to throw it. 7-step drop. Pressure for the first time and incomplete as Nick Bosa came in and got a hand on Brees on the release.
Pass rush to get home, and Bosa almost did there.
Richard Sherman is back on the field for San Francisco in the secondary. Tried to set up a screen. Oh, what a hit! And the ball is incomplete. Dre Greenlaw came out of nowhere. Top of your screen, 3rd and 10 New Orleans. 4-man rush. Brees going to go right down the middle. He's got Cook still on his feet. Cook to the end zone. Touchdown!
Now, don't think the offensive line of the Saints doesn't understand what they're up against today. And boy, did they stand firm on that one, which allowed Brees to take a deeper drop. No hurry from the San Francisco front. And Jared Cook right down the middle, past Marcel Harris, number 36, on a nice play down the middle of the field.
Extra point by Lutz is up and good. So just what we said. We open up talking about how great these defenses have been.
And then the biggest problem, trying to get him down once he catches the football.
So what happened on the touchdown, Charles?
Big play for the Saints.
Tevin Coleman in the game at running back. Garoppolo to throw it on first down with time and fires it near side. It's caught by Sanders. That was a dart from Garoppolo as Sanders working against Eli Apple.
Sanders, good confidence for Garoppolo early.
Especially because, as you see, they normally run it on first down. Here they come a little trickery, a flip to Deebo Samuel, but there's a penalty, and this play never gets off.
Full start. Offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Over the middle. Oh, it is caught in a big play. The Sanders making moves. Gets a block from Deebo Samuel. And Emmanuel Sanders right out of the gate with 2 huge catches, and the 49ers on the move after a pickup of 31. 1st and 10 from the 30. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's Samuel, the rookie. Deebo Samuel inside the 10, and Garoppolo has come out on fire. And a 1st and goal. Another quick throw inside, incomplete. It was intended for Deebo Samuel, and it'll be a 2nd down and goal.
So you can have it inside for the route.
Wildcat formation with Richie James coming in at the quarterback position. James going to keep it and get swarmed by New Orleans. They were not fooled by that at all. On 3rd and goal, Garoppolo with time, looking, firing. It is caught by Kendrick Bourne for the touchdown. What a start by Jimmy Garoppolo. 4 of 5 on the drive, and the 49ers strike back.
by Bourne, 84, because watch how he goes up against Lattimore, their number one cover guy, and watch him whip around and post up and showed his numbers back to Garoppolo, and Garoppolo put it up high and said, go get it. Washington Eagle.
So everyone thought the 49ers would come out running the football, and that's a heck of a way to begin this game, pitting two teams that are 10-2 coming into it. As second possession for New Orleans, Harris going to take it out again. It worked the first time, and it's going to work the second time. Harris still going all the way up to the 45-yard line. So twice he's taken it out from 5 yards deep. You just don't get any kick returns anymore. So what a boost it is to your team when you do get one. Here, a little flip to Kamara. Pressure in the backfield from Bosa. My goodness. Nick Bosa just destroyed that play, and he had K'Wan Williams clean it up. Second and 17. Four-man rush. Breeze sees the pressure, gets it to Kamara, who gets past the original line of scrimmage. And the 49ers feel like they're battle-tested too, Charles. They've played some big-time games lately. 3rd and 9 for Breeze. Four-man rush, there's pressure. Slide steps away, fires, and it's caught for the first down. Ted Ginn coming across the middle, slides down to make the catch.
Slow down the pass rush. Well done.
Taysom Hill in the game at quarterback right now for New Orleans. He gets it, looking to run it. Hill has a block down to the 35. And you see the explosiveness of Taysom Hill, who last week, let's see, what did he do? He had a touchdown run.
Tim here.
Murray has the carry right up the gut, first down for New Orleans. Down to the 26-yard line. That's Jared Cook in motion. He's got the touchdown today. Breeze on the fake. Big drop. Going deep again. Cook's open again. And he holds on. Touchdown. A 2-touchdown first quarter for Jared Cook.
Look at how he dragged that. I mean, he tracked the ball, and then the hit at the end from Ahkello Witherspoon was up high in the head and neck area. It wasn't his helmet, but if you hit a player in the neck and the head area, it's the same penalty. So Ahkello Witherspoon at the end, but watch this, a little out, and then he gets up in the seam behind the linebacker, Al Shire, and a ball that is up in the air. Cook gets it.
Is a touchdown. During the process of the catch, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
That he can use for 2-point tries or inside the 5-yard line. Here's Edwards, who you described is in the game.
Taysom Hill's got it, and he gets stopped. 49ers were ready with Marcel Harris and Fred Warner. Critical 10 right now, because remember that hit, so they're likely checking him for a concussion. That's what Pam Oliver over on the scene there, see if he's okay to come back in. Raheem Mostert had that career game last week in Baltimore, into the game for the first time on offense, and he will run it, or try to. He goes nowhere. Not much room. It's Malcolm Brown was there first for New Orleans. Mostert. And a penalty. 49ers may have moved here. John Hussey, our referee today.
Full start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's on Joe's player. Now getting a chance to really be a great running back. Here they flip it to Kittle, the tight end, who comes across. And Kittle picks up a couple as Cam Jordan, coming off a 4-sack game, was there on the tackle. On third down, four-man rush, pressure comes. Garoppolo buried. Demario Davis.
We get to have some fun. And that was an example. They stopped the run essentially on the first 2 plays, had their fun on third down rushing the quarterback.
There's Wisnowski's punt. Harris has already been a factor in this game. Runs up to grab it. At midfield, breaks another tackle. Deontay Harris smelling the end zone and then tackled down inside the 30. What an impact he's had on this game so far.
See if he wants to throw one of those dagger plays at him right here.
Kamara will run it. Kamara works his way down to the 26 for Eric Armstead.
Passion, I will keep you updated.
Pam, thanks. That's a big factor. Obviously, Harris on the flip, on the reverse, gets by one. What a move! Harris, Deontay Harris has a first down, I believe. See where they mark it. Looks like it from here.
Ended up winning that one and gaining yardage.
Here's Breeze, gets rid of it quickly over the middle, diving grab for 9. It's Michael Thomas. In the game at bat, Taysom Hill in as a tight end. They run it to Murray. Bounces left, breaks a tackle inside the 5. And a first down for Latavius Murray, down to the 2. And goal on the 3. Breeze looking to throw, pressure, gonna throw it, gonna score it. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's Josh Hill.
And Josh Hill had motioned in from outside to become the fullback. So what the Saints did was they put Latavius Murray, their big back, in and first and goal. That signaled, hey, we're going to power run. Then you bring Josh Hill in and make him a fullback.
Will Lutz on the extra point, up and good.
Set an NCAA record with 14 kick return touchdowns in his career, doing a little bit of everything today.
And the 49ers will begin on their own 25.
Getting well.
How the 49ers respond with a fake. Garoppolo's got all day. He's going to launch it deep down the field, going for it all and getting it. Emmanuel Sanders not touched, still on his feet inside the 10, and he scores. 75-yard bomb from Jimmy Garoppolo to Emmanuel Sanders. This game's been big play city already.
Early in the game, we talked about the savvy of the veteran Emmanuel Sanders. How about him understanding on the catch downfield that he's not down? Great job on Von Bell, turned him around, and then Marcus Williams tries to help out. He goes past him. He's not down by contact. That contact happened a long time ago with Marcus Williams. Williams didn't initiate that. And Sanders understood it, makes the catch. Look at them pulling on each other. Sanders wins the battle, makes the catch, and understands, let's get up and go. That did not come out. I thought they both fought each other on that one, and Sanders won.
Wow, it ties a career long. Only 15 completions and 5 touchdowns. Not even a minute into the second quarter yet. And here's Harris, who's been a major factor already, taking it out again, and that time it doesn't work. All right, 20-14 New Orleans, their football. Here's Breeze looking to throw it again. Michael Thomas makes a cut, fumbles a football, it's loose. 7-yard pickup on the play. 2 running backs in the game, and they're going to give it to the up man. It's Murray, and he's got a first down for Latavius Murray. To the top of your screen is a wide receiver on a first down. There he is. 4-man rush. Breeze slings it, and nice catch. Ted Ginn has the ball. Should be a first down for New Orleans. We got it.
He joins defensive end Dee Ford, who aggravated the same hamstring that kept him out a couple of games. Ford is questionable as well.
Meanwhile, Kamara with a highlight run, leaping over people, went right over Jimmy Ward, and Alvin Kamara has another first down.
Pam just reported the 49ers defensive front thinning a little bit. Latavius Murray has softened them up a little bit. Look at the blocking on the backside. So you see 71 Ramczyk, who's playing at an all-pro level. Look at him controlling Solomon Thomas, number 94. And Alvin Kamara with good vision sees the cutback.
Back here. Ford, though, he's been dealing with that hamstring injury. You wonder if you're going to see him. Probably not. Pam, thanks. On the fake. Here's Breeze, going to get it in the flat to Murray. He makes a man miss. And a big game for Murray, who's still on his feet inside the 15.
Field.
Breeze to throw it. Here comes some pressure. Running away from it on the run, and has a completion again for a couple of yards.
His quarterback run game the last time.
Kamara, nope, Hill's going to keep it. Gets away from Bosa, and not much else. Witherspoon came up from the secondary to make the hit. We've got a game break. Let's check in with Kurt Menefee. Out with an injury. Here's Breeze on third down. Looks to Kamara, got it, first down. I think the spot is everything. One side is in the backfield right now on a first and goal. Flip it to him. Kamara gets the block, and not going to get there, maybe a yard. Played well by DeForest Buckner. It's been a big difference on a second and goal. Breeze looking. Fakes, throws, caught by Hill, looking for another score, but he's denied down at the 2 by Jimmy Ward, the free safety. Ahkello Witherspoon back on for the 49ers. He walked off a moment ago with an injury. Third and goal. Kamara. Got it. Kamara. No signal yet. And they say he did not get there. Puts the ball over real quick, so that's always in your mind if you're on D. Play clock winding down. Fourth down. Brees going to do exactly that. Touchdown.
Kevin Burkhardt, game planner. But you've seen it so many times, haven't you? And remember, he's not worried about fumble there because you just have to break the plane of the line, right, to get into the end zone. If you're out in the open field, you're worried about fumbling the football with that type of a play. But Brees finds the weak spot.
This 49ers defense, number 1 in the NFL. The Saints have 240 yards on the board. Saints see their first 4 possessions. They've gotten great contribution from the return game from Harris as well. And so now the 49ers, who have already answered a couple.
Knock a ball free, pick one off to try and get the equilibrium back.
See, they get that going on the fake. Here comes Cameron Jordan. Garoppolo, another dart, has a completion and another big one. It's Samuel, the rookie. And just as Drew Brees is for New Orleans, Jimmy Garoppolo is having an incredible start. He's now 7 of 8. Here's Mostert, who gets the carry and has a good hole, and Mostert can fly inside the 40. Come inside, a little trickery here. Sanders going to throw it wide open. Is Mostert for the touchdown. Time to go surfing for Mostert, who hauls it in. This game is bonkers. What a beginning. 35 yards from Emmanuel Sanders.
So watch Mostert here because you're going to see a lot of action. Reverse here, and then Mostert essentially is running a real wheel route, and the eyes of the defender are back here. He doesn't even know where he is, and Mostert gets behind him. Nice throw by Sanders. He did not miss the layup, which is so essential when you do trick plays. Because sometimes what you have is guys thinking, hey, you know, I'm a quarterback and I'm going to be real precise. No.
Receiving and a touchdown. He's also got 35 yards passing and a touchdown. Gold's extra point is up and good.
And don't expect this young man, Deontay Harris, to stay in the end zone after the last one. He'll still try and get out if he can.
Hill in at quarterback for New Orleans. Hill on the fake, going to throw it. He's got a cannon. Pressure, though. He's in trouble. Now he's going to take off and run, and he turns into a positive play.
It's hard for the secondary guys to tackle them throughout 4 quarters. We've had a couple of injuries already trying to get them down.
Here's Kamara. And it's going to be a 3rd and short. Again on a 3rd and 1. Here's Hill, straight run, trying to get to the edge. It can't get there. Nick Bosa. What a play. Penalty as well, but he might have been held.
Bosa plays it with his head as well. He saw
that penalty is declined. 4th down.
And that penalty against Ramczyk, because Bosa was past him so quickly, all Ramczyk could do was try to hold him. But Bosa saw the motion out of the backfield, and in his scouting report, he's thinking quarterback run.
Play, and for the first time, the 49ers defense gets a stop as we see Thomas Morstead amidst some pressure. And Morstead gets it off. And here is the return by James. We get a flag down near the end of the return. That may be moving backwards.
That allowed San Francisco to feel like they're trying to get even again.
During the return, receiving team holding number 32. That penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
They have the 2nd most touchdowns in the league on explosive plays. They've got 2 today. And it's their football on the fake. Garoppolo throws again. Got a man wide open. And again, it's Emmanuel Sanders.
And try to continue to fashion some more of these big plays.
2nd down. Garoppolo comes back to Kittle. Dangerous pass. And Kittle has the catch, but that's going to lose big yardage.
By Davenport.
7 yards on that loss, Charles. 3rd down. Saints come with a blitz. Garoppolo sees it, fires far side, and it's good for a 1st down. It's still more than that. It's the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to get it. Breida, who's been out with an injury, has a big hole. Matt Breida with a first down and more into New Orleans territory and knocked out of bounds down at the 32. There's Garoppolo. They're going to run it, and they're going to run it well to Mostert, who feel like he's averaging about 9 yards a clip the last couple weeks. And we get a penalty flag at the end of the play.
It's not a typo?
No. This penalty looks like they may be moving back, though.
Legal block in the back. Offense number 17. That 10-yard penalty will be from the spot of the foul. First down.
Expecting to be this top 3 quarterback, and he's going to get there. But boy, he has done beautifully and really earned his respect as on the money again for Garoppolo. Gets it to Deebo Samuel.
For Jared Cook to run today.
It happened on that second touchdown. We showed you Mostert, beautiful play call. And that draw worked like a beauty. I believe he's a hair short of a first down.
Benefiting both of these teams.
What's he call here? Third down. They give it to Juszczyk, who then flips to Mostert. Raheem Mostert in open field, sprinting inside the 10. What a play that was! Of the season. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. Emerald in your hometown. Got to steal it from you. Hope that's okay. Penalty flag. And the 49ers might be moving
Full
back.
Start. Offense. Number 88. 5-yard penalty. First down.
First and goal from the 10. Mostert gets a good block. Mostert is in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Second touchdown of the day for Raheem Mostert, who's blossoming into a star in front of our eyes.
Watch the ghost motion here, and then they go and just run it inside. Remember, they just ran a trick play where they came back to that side. Nice block there by Laken Tomlinson. Look at the wall there that's created by the offensive line. And then Mostert runs right past number 52, Craig Robertson, and vaults his way into the end zone.
6 rushes, 60 yards, and a touchdown for Mostert. His goals extra point is up and good. And for the first time today, 146 yards last week. He's got 60 this week. A rushing and a receiving touchdown, too. And now plenty of time for Deontay Harris, who's already had a couple big returns. Takes it out again. Harris, this is another solid return across the 25. And plenty of time for Drew Brees. 1 timeout, 37 seconds.
Yeah, which of us talked each other into that one?
I don't know. 37 seconds in the half, 1 timeout. Brees a draw to Kamara, and Kamara, interesting call with only 1 timeout, gets up to the 34. Wow. This is unlike the Saints in this drill. Brees now get it to Murray, who is in deep trouble as DeForest Buckner is there with 7 seconds left.
My goodness.
6 seconds. Sorry, CD. Here's Murray. They're just going to run it. Big hole from Murray. Murray now with get out of bounds, but the time has expired. And that will do it for an absolutely insane first half of football to start this second half, as Will Lutz will kick it off. And Richie James back to receive at his own goal line. James out across the 20.
We're battle tested as well. Now I want to see if both defensive coordinators settle in a little bit, don't get desperate, and get out of what they've been doing.
Garoppolo finds Emmanuel Sanders, who takes a vicious hit from Marcus Williams, but holds on for a 15-yard gain.
And be able to make some plays.
Mostert on the carry, nowhere, even loses a yard. More on this game. Let's go down the sidelines with trying to get to that point. Doesn't hurt. Second down. Garoppolo has time over the middle, high, and it's intercepted by Robertson.
And remember, Robertson is starting for Kiko Alonso, who's out today with injury, and he goes into a nice pass drop, but is fortunate because that ball goes off the hands of Emmanuel Sanders and right to him. Robertson did a nice job taking away the tight end across the middle, George Kittle, but when the ball bounces up, it becomes tip drill.
Sanders, and not an easy catch, but he probably should have had that one. Here's Kamara on the run, and he is spun down by Drake Greenlaw.
I want to see if he can take it deep and see if he can beat him that way and take away some of the short stuff.
Breeze in trouble. What a move. Spins away. Now throws it. He's got it. Oh, it's dropped by Ginn. And it's incomplete.
It's for the Saints.
3rd and 7. Breeze fires, knocked away, and it's incomplete. Ahkello Witherspoon timed it beautifully. From 55 yards out, Lutz's kick is drilled, and it's good.
After giving up the interception in their territory, so Saints got something out of it, but the 49ers, they know it could have been worse.
And so the Saints back in front, and San Francisco will take over on their own 25. They'll run it with Tevin Coleman, who gets a carry, and Coleman picks up 4 on 1st down. Right now, Apple to Garoppolo's right. They're going to run it instead, and we're going to bring him a 3rd, and we'll call it 1. Coleman on the run, and he is swarmed. Nowhere to go. Shy Tuttle was there first, the rookie.
Yeah, he showed up for a checkup at the end of the year and found out he needed surgery. They're like, how did you play on that all year?
So we'll watch that when San Francisco has the ball again. Here's Harris, so dangerous on the returns today, but a good punt by Wisnowski.
What did he say? He said it won't be quite the same noise, but when the Undertaker came out, it got pretty loud in there.
7. Ready?
1st down for Drew Brees and company. It's Alvin Kamara looking for a seam. There is none. Ball's loose. San Francisco's got it. And the first turnover for the 49ers defense.
DJ Jones has had a really nice season playing inside. There's Marcel Harris with the tackle low, and DJ Jones with the right hand popping it free. Remember the Green Bay game when DJ Jones played so well against a quality center, Corey Linsley? He's continued that type of play, and now both teams have a takeaway here in the 2nd half.
Would you believe that's the first fumble lost by New Orleans all year? The former Air Force veteran, number 63. And San Francisco will fake the run. They get Juszczyk wide open in the flat, gets it to the fullback. Juszczyk, 1st down and more, down to the 5, and you hear the 49ers fans chanting, "Use." 2 tight ends for the 49ers here. On the fake to Mostert. Got Kittle, makes the catch, diving for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
How about this play design, right? Because coming back against Flo is George Kittle. So what did we have? We had back-to-back same plays going against Flo, but they came out of different looks that were designed by Kyle Shanahan and the offensive group. And look at Kittle reaching and extending. Did he get the ball across the line, or is it outside the pylon? Nice job there by Robertson, knocking him to the side. Did he get it inside the pylon or over it? Touchdown. I think that's a touchdown.
This afternoon, and the extra point is up and good. Today, 14 of 16 for 241 yards. He's been sensational. And now it's New Orleans' turn. Let's go back to that last series.
Kyle Shanahan and his staff with the 49ers.
So here's Breeze, his turn to answer, coming near side to Michael Thomas, who gets brought down immediately by Witherspoon. Good tackle, but a 9-yard gain.
Pam Oliver. That hurts their playbook some.
2nd and 1, they will run it to Latavius Murray, who's got a 1st down and more. Murray gets to midfield. Good, strong running, and Jimmy Ward held on for dear life. Murray, told you he had only 105 yards last 4 games, got 63 yards rushing today. Quick slant, and it's on target as usual to Michael Thomas. Sherman was right there for the tackle, gain of 6.
The league running them better than Michael Thomas right now.
2nd down, pitch to Kamara, gets by Armstead. No, he doesn't. Eric Armstead with a tremendous tackle in space. Down and 7. Quick hitter to Thomas, has some blocking in front. Michael Thomas surging forward. Michael Thomas Kamara in motion. They will simply hand it off to Taysom Hill, who puts down his shoulder and is nearly impossible to stop, and it's a first down.
We're waiting for touch.
Here's Murray again. Got some steam. Latavius Murray moves the pile. Running hard right now. Another 6 yards for Murray. I just want you to diagram me a hippa-dippa when this thing's over. Breeze on the fake. Has Hill open. Elects not to go there. Ball is tipped in the air, and it's incomplete. Fred Warner.
His coverage and comes up with a pick.
3rd and 4. Breeze stands in, going deep from Michael Thomas. Adjusts but can't make the play. There are no flags. From 48 yards, he's got a 55-yarder in this game. And he's got another one. Well, Lutz has been so good, and it's a 2-point 49ers lead with 4:51 to go in the third. Catching touchdowns, rushing for touchdowns, and on special teams, that's where he made his money. And they'll take over on their own 25. Well, nearly done. 4:51 to go in the third. Matt Breida back in the game at tailback. And a fake to him for Garoppolo, who's pressured. Hit as he throws. Ball is loose. And it's still loose and is picked up by the 49ers. I did not see if they say incomplete now. Okay, didn't see the signal. So an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Fake to Breida. Garoppolo pressured again, in trouble, and down he goes. Mario Edwards. Place is raucous right now. 3rd and 20. Garoppolo, they're just going to have a little draw to Breida, who's got a decent amount of room, and Breida is going to be well short of a first down.
That's a win for New Orleans.
Feels like any defensive stop is a win the way this game has been. Wisnowski to punt it away. High end over end. Harris, 25, makes the man miss. Up to the 30, and there's a penalty flag on the play as well. This flag is way back by the punter.
Holding. Kicking team number 36. New Orleans is elected to accept that 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Re-kick, 4th down.
To set up their offense.
Wisnowski. It's definitely going to benefit them. Here's Harris from the 38 up to the 40, 45, and to the 48 is Deontay Harris. So that penalty gave more than 10 yards.
They really went for it too, Kevin. They doubled both the gunners outside. They may have to lean heavily on him down the stretch if the other guys can't get themselves open.
Here's Harris. Was another touch on offense. Deontay Harris making people miss. First down for New Orleans. What an impact number 11 has had today. The rookie from Assumption.
It can't just be Michael Thomas. Deontay Harris gave him a play there.
Here's Kamara looking for a seam and gets a couple. Good pursuit. I feel like Bosa is in pursuit of everyone. With a power formation here.
We're waiting. What's that?
On 2nd down. Breeze all kinds of time, but nobody's open. Now is in trouble. Just throws it away as he was about to be sacked by Nick Bosa. Gotten close a couple times. But Breeze has been great with his footwork. 3rd and 8. Pressure coming now. Breeze slings it complete. And Michael Thomas fighting forward. And he should have it, but there's a penalty too.
He fights and
Pass interference.
battles.
Offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
And so forget the plays this on a 3rd and 18. Breeze going to swing it to Kamara. Tipped away by Nick Bosa. He is everywhere for this 49ers defense, and
he starts on the left sometimes. This time he's on the right side. Feels the play. You notice he was building the pass rush against Ramczyk, but he felt this play. See how he peels off? And look at him, getting the hand up in the air and knocking it away from Alvin Kamara. That may be the 3rd or 4th play we pointed out. They didn't just play with physicality. Felt the play understood.
It's a fake. Hill's got it. Looking to throw. Taysom Hill going for it all. Incomplete. Other flags. No flags. And the reason is because it's a punt. And on a punt play, there is no pass interference.
Yep. And here you go. And the fans will never understand it after what happened last year in the playoffs. But when you're on a punt play, the pass interference goes away to the gunners. The guy's out wide, and we'll have Dean Blandino explain that to us now. That's a good play for San Francisco.
Oh, you can't review a hold. That's what Peyton wants. Bottom line is the 49ers take over, and they really dodge a bullet after the Saints took over on their own 48. They get it to Mostert in the flat.
Place, and that's why the rule is in there.
So bottom line, Dean, that was officiated correctly.
In my opinion, yes.
Second down and 5. Dean, thank you. Great stuff helping us out. Here's Mostert. Raheem Mostert's got a first down for San Francisco and a penalty, I believe, as well. Yes.
All right, you took the shot. You didn't get it.
Block in the back. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
And as big as that.
And 11. Garoppolo. There's a lot of time and now goes underneath to Breida, who's hit immediately after a short gain. For New Orleans defending. Garoppolo on third down. Pressure coming. Garoppolo in trouble, and down he goes. The third sack of the day for New Orleans. Demario Davis.
Holding. Offense, number 22. 5-yard penalty.
Offense. They got to flip that around.
First down.
Well, he meant on defense. That's on Gardner Johnson.
His eyes lit up pretty well, too, on that, didn't they?
And so it's a first down. Pitch out coming to Breida, who runs into a brick wall. Wow. Trey Hendrickson. Garoppolo fires on the slant, and it's caught by Emmanuel Sanders. And he's been right. Another opportunity. 3rd and 6 here. Blitz coming. Garoppolo sees it, unloads it, caught by Bourne, diving forward. The mark will tell us if he's got a first down. Let's see. He is close. And looks like he's got a first down. The game at tailback. Fake to him. Garoppolo looking deep. It's not there. Comes underneath for Bourne, and it's incomplete. I believe he was out of bounds. Garoppolo on the fake, dumps it over the middle. He's got another completion, and it's Sanders again. His 7th catch of the day. There is Kittle. Looks like Lattimore is going to take him. And now they move him around. 3rd and 5. Garoppolo fires. It's caught over the middle by Deebo Samuel in stride. He was working against Eli Apple, and they picked on him again, and it's a critical first down. 1st and 10. Inside it's Samuel, and there's not much there. Short game as Davis was on the tackle. Samuel had a carry last week for 20. 2nd and 8. Garoppolo has time. Now pressured and just going to throw it away. Couldn't find anybody open there. Garoppolo, all kinds of time. Can't find anybody. On the run, pressured, steps away from a sack, throws, and it is complete, but short of a first down. But now a penalty on the hit as Juszczyk holds his head. Again, it was C.J. Gardner-Johnson who came in, and that sure looks like it's going to be on him. And you hope that Juszczyk is okay.
Garoppolo keeping it alive. Look at Cam Jordan out there. Demario Davis. And right there, and remember, it's not helmet to helmet always that you worry about. It's just, do you get hit in the head, in the shoulder, in the neck area?
Defense.
And that's a forearm to the head of Juszczyk.
Automatic. First down.
Garoppolo on the fake, coming backside to Samuel, and it's incomplete. Lattimore was there. 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. Garoppolo rolling, looking, firing, end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Kendrick Bourne.
To watch Bourne And watch the receivers of San Francisco. They keep themselves alive because their quarterback does the exact same thing. Jimmy Garoppolo is not a runner, but similar to Drew Brees, does a good job with pocket movement. And he kept the play extended, quarterback, and turns it into a touchdown.
Extra point by Gold. And it's up and good, and that's a big one because it's a two-possession game now.
The league has put the onus on the defense to avoid that forcible contact to the head area.
Taysom Hill back to return. They have two returners back there, but there was a penalty when we went to break. 49ers took it, so they kick it a million miles out of the end zone. And so here we go. Brees, four-man rush, quick throw. Michael Thomas, good catch. Out to the 30. He's got 5 yards. Play drive. Couple big penalties on New Orleans. That's the difference. Run it to Kamara, and there is nothing there. Richard Sherman comes from the secondary. It'll be third down. Third down and 5 for Drew Brees and company. Looking, standing in, Brees pumping in trouble, and down he goes. But there's a penalty from the secondary too.
Holding. Defense. Number 25. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Like 5-7. We're waiting. What's that?
Brees fakes to Kamara, stands in, lofting deep for Thomas. He's got it. What a catch. Looking to make moves inside the 20. Michael Thomas all the way down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards away from another 100-yard game, and the Saints are in business. Brees looks to Kamara in the flat. Kamara tackled immediately. There's K'Wan Williams making amends for the last play. K'Wan Williams go out. Emmanuel Mosley in the secondary. Brees throws, going for Thomas. He's got it, and he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kamara breaking to the outside, and a really physical route by Michael Thomas, who takes Ahkello Witherspoon and essentially throws him inside when Witherspoon tries to body him up downfield. That uncovers him in a big way, and now he finishes things off.
Michael Thomas, 3 catches, 76 yards on that drive. And the touchdown and 1
for it. And there's Michael Thomas. And you know he's coming, and rarely can anyone do anything about it.
The 35th 4-touchdown game. Kyle Juszczyk is back in the game at fullback. Pam Oliver told us he got checked for a concussion and obviously passed. He's back in, he makes the catch, and he's tackled immediately after about a 5-yard game. Second down, they will run it and get a couple, so it'll be a third down and 3. Garoppolo, pressure in his face, rolls away, looking, he's going to try and run, diving for it. Did he get there? Yes, he did.
See, watch where he ends up hitting Jimmy Garoppolo. He's trying to get in front of him, unable to, and that allowed Garoppolo to extend the ball and get the first down.
And you see Garoppolo said initially, wait a second, and then Matt Breida comes in the game at tailback. Garoppolo to throw it, going to the near side, it's Kittle, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of George Kittle. On a fake, and another one. Actually, they give it this time, and a beauty, too, to Deebo Samuel, who's still running. Samuel into New Orleans territory. Fake me out. It turns out to be a huge play.
Making their play.
Kittle's out, walked off slowly after that block. Here's Matt Breida. Makes a cut up the middle. Good run. Breida down to the 30. He's got nearly 5. The 3:33 to play. Play clock winding down. They'll flip it near side. And Breida surges forward for another first down, and he stays inbound, so the clock continues to run. 1st and 10. Breida stays on. They'll run him again. Matt Breida, good hole. Inside the 20 now. Along with Pam Oliver and Charles Davis, I'm Kevin Burkhardt, our entire NFL on Fox crew. Game's been as good as the score looks. On the fake pressure coming. Garoppolo is decked for a huge loss. What a play, Von Bell, and at the biggest time. Saints show blitz. Here they come. They sling it out far side. It's Samuel looking for a block. And still going. He's still fighting his way down inside the 25. 5-point game. Gold. He's got it for San Francisco. Big kick.
They went there to talk about game plans. I wonder if they overheard each other.
Maybe they shared plays.
Jay Glazer reported that in our pregame show.
Short kick here. Harris already up to the 20 and taken down. Outstanding tackle by Tarvarius Moore, the #1 defense of the NFL. Here we go. 1st and 10. 2:19 to play. Breeze goes far side of the field. He's got a completion out there to Traquan Smith, his first catch of the day. One timeout from their own 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. A blitz coming for San Francisco. Breeze is decked, floating in the air. It is incomplete. Mosley came on to knock it away. That may be the first time all game they've blitzed. They don't do it often.
Sherman or not.
Right now, that's how it's matched up on 2nd and 10. Another blitz coming. This time it's picked up, and Breeze makes him pay. It is Thomas who's got a first down.
Grabbing the hamstring area, too.
Number 32, Breeze sees it, goes quick, has Ginn wide open. Nobody's there. Ginn racing down the 30. So confusion with Sherman having to go off. 4-man rush, quick underneath on the slant. Thomas stays on his feet. And he gets down to the 23 with time winding down.
3rd year out of Colorado.
2nd and 5, another blitz. Breeze is almost intercepted. It should have been picked by Witherspoon. 3rd and 5. Breeze back. Time, throws, incomplete, and that was a penalty flag. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver.
Pass interference. Defense, number 41. The ball in place is spot of the foul. Automatic. 1st down.
Jaquiski Cart did not play coming into this game, and Drew Brees trying to attack this secondary. 1st and 10. Has time, throwing over the middle. Caught. Smith breaks the tackle at the 10. Still going. Touchdown, New Orleans. On the fake, Breeze throws incomplete, not even close, as he was backpedaling away from pressure. And that's a big stop because now a field goal can win it.
His team in this situation, as we just saw Drew Brees on back-to-back drives, put his team in a position to win.
Here's Garoppolo over the middle. He's got his tight end Kittle, and he's going to pick up 8 on 1st down, and should be a timeout by the 49ers, I would think. 2nd down. Garoppolo dumps it over the middle, incomplete, and so a 3rd and 2 with 42 seconds left. Garoppolo, and this play will not count. I think San Francisco used a timeout there. They didn't want to get the delay. Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play. And the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30. What a run by George Kittle. Taking on everybody, but the penalty is huge. There are multiple flags on 4th and 2.
Thinking face mask here. And there it is, Marcus Williams grabbing Kittle's mask, and he refuses to go down despite that. And look at how he's protecting the football.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 43. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run. Half the distance to the goal. Correction. Automatic. 1st down.
Look at the fight between the two of them. The mask is held the entire way by Marcus Williams.
And send Robbie Gould on to try and win it. Mostert will get it. Raheem Mostert. And now they will get a timeout on the field. New Orleans calls it, so they'll make San Francisco at least run one more play. Snap is high, the kick is up, and it is good! What a win for the 49ers! On 4th and 2, with potentially the #1 seed on the line, Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle delivered. What a game. Robbie Gould delivers in the clutch moment from 30 yards out. High snap, and Wisnowski got it down. And Gould did the rest. And it's going to be quite the flight home for the 49ers. A heartbreaking loss at the buzzer last week, and an unreal win this week as John Lynch fired up. San Francisco goes to 11-2 and now controls their own destiny for the top seed of the NFC.